I lift my hands in worship. Any man who cannot worship God publicly is a witchcraft. If you can't worship God, you are either worshiping something. You can't be ordinary. No man can sit and do nothing. Worship is the only terrestrial habitat where you can find God. God lives in the spirit, but if you want to see God manifest physically, He has to inhabit something, which is worship. He dwells in the praises of His people. So when you worship, you are invoking a presence. You are forcing down divinity into humanity. You are trying to magnetize down the celestial into the terrestrial where we live. You are trying to break a law. You are trying to break a law in the spirit. You know, spirits are not permitted to inhabit earth. But when you worship, you are trying to break that law and make God inhabit humans. Worship. You need to be a man of worship. You need to be a person of worship. Even devil, before he can give you anything, you have to worship. You have to bow down before him. He tried to make Jesus bow down before him, but it didn't work. Worship is very powerful. Spiritual realms are accessible only by worship. Only by worship. If you have not bowed down, nobody will bow down to you. Nobody will worship. Nobody will serve you if you have not worshipped before God. Worship is strong. Worship is strong. Only children go into God with prayer every time. Father, give me this, give me that, do this for me, do this for me. Calm down. You need to sometimes forget what you need and raise your hands to God. Lift it up to God. Lie down on your face. Lift up your hands to God and worship Him all the time. Most of the time, I don't even have prayer points. I just have worship points. I worship God and I see my needs met. Okay, when I worship and my needs are met, what do I pray for? I get to the place of prayer, sometimes I don't even know what to say. That's why I just come and pray for you, because personally, I'm cool. Worship sorts out my stuff. Everybody have different ways of getting their stuff done. You may use prayers. It's fine. It's cool by you. It's fine. You can spend 100 days while I spend just 10 minutes. And my result might be higher than yours. It's because I know the way to access the presence. You must be matured in the spirit enough to download a presence by worship. Any man who is a worshipper becomes a miracle worker, becomes a carrier of God's presence. And when you're a carrier of God's presence, your actual picture is a picture of a man engulfed in fire. When you work, when you walk, demons take cover. Demons scatter when you work. They can't risk it. God told the devil, have you considered my servant Job? He said, is it not you that put a covering upon him? So there are people working on earth with covering. It's covering. I just typed on my social media handle not long ago. I said it's a realm of touch not. It's a touch not realm. They said don't post everything you are doing. The world is wicked. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't show anybody what you are doing. From foundation to housewarming, I showed what we were doing. There is no demon on earth that could stop it. I'm a worshipper. People like us are not plenty on earth. God guards worshippers very jealously. He would rather kill 1,000 men for a worshipper. He can kill 1,000 prayer warrior for a worshipper. He can replace them with a worshipper. So we are that precious. If you want to operate in the realms of the supernatural, you have to switch to worship. You have to learn. You have to learn these things. It's just unfortunate or fortunate that the things that work in the kingdom, they are combination of keys, not just a key. That's why I like our people who all they know in their life is prayer. I just wonder, how can you just open a prayer ministry? What is that? Yeah, they may target prayer ministry, but I hope they do other things than prayer. Because that's just a key. You can't handle a key and run with it. Which house do you want to enter? Every house has bunch of keys. Except except you just want to sleep outside. Except you want to sleep in the visitor's toilet. That's when you open with one key and stay there, do what you gotta do and check out. That's one key. But if you want to access doors, open doors, you need keys to open those doors. You need keys to access doors. So things that work are combination of keys. A combination of keys, not just key. Learn to guard your arsenals. Put your arsenals together. Let them be plenty. Don't do one thing. Don't do one thing and think that's all there is to do. Don't mind Paul that said this one thing I do. He does a lot of things. That guy is a multifaceted guy. The multifaceted guy. So I just came online to see what I can speak about. I think I've started speaking already.